Hey there, this is a quick live stream about what they don't teach you at NYU Film School. Let's start with what they do actually teach. They teach the craft. And if you go to the top universities, places, they teach it better than anywhere. It's amazing. The limitations are that they're over-indexing on one person's opinion. So the grades are based on the opinion of one instructor who probably isn't an active member of the industry. Maybe they did something years ago or whatever, but they're focused on the academic sector. So their one opinion may or may not be sort of relevant in the marketplace. And even if it's like somebody who's got a laser beat on the marketplace, it's just one opinion. So you're over indexing on one opinion. You want to get you want to get advocates for your market to say, yes, this is great, or no, it's not. So that's the limitation there. And then the other thing is they don't show you how to make a living from the craft. So you might be spending even a lot of money at these programs, and you don't get a sense of how to make a return on that investment. There's like, here's some basics, here's some principles, get really good at it, and then go, good luck. So how do I know all this? I went to NYU Film School in the early 90s, and I was hit with the wall of trying to, make a living from the business, and it was really difficult. And I saw all these students around me, some of them very talented, some of them, less talented, but and a very small percentage was able to really make their way in the business. And sometimes, look, other people found other things they wanted to do that was even better for them, which is awesome. But some people kind of let that dream die. In my particular situation, I was kind of a hot shot at NYU. I won a screenplay award for my senior thesis film. I made a feature the summer after I left NYU. I was 22 years old. And later, that feature, there was a scene from that feature film that I later uploaded to YouTube, and it got 1.1 million views. So I had the chops, at least in a way, to be able to entertain people at scale, but it was probably close to 20 years after I actually started making significant money in the business. It's a big gap. So one of the things I like to do now is help other people so that it doesn't take them 20 years to cash in on that talent, that they can figure out a way to do it. I think if I had a coach the way I am to myself, I probably would have been making significant money in the business within 2 years. So it's a 10x difference. So specifically, what can you do if you're watching this? I suggest you study branding. You think of brand as how customers see your service. Whatever they project on you is true. That's your brand. You could also study marketing. And I invite you to think about marketing as stories that are told about your service, stories you could tell in your branding messaging, or what more importantly, word of mouth. So if you get representation, that's a marketing thing where the rep is basically going, you got to see this person's amazing, their story's great, or their film's great, or whatever. So how you cultivate marketing around your storytelling gifts is significant. And then the third thing is sales. And a lot of people think of sales as like pitching your product. But that's not what good salespeople do. Good salespeople are asking questions. They call them discovery questions. And you're really finding out what this buyer wants from their perspective, because you don't know. We don't know. You got to ask them. So you think this producer might want to hire you for something, but how do you know unless you really ask them questions? So anyway, that's just a quick overview of this sort of daunting situation that almost all film students and people that graduate like dramatic writing programs are facing. And then they've got bills to pay and all sorts of stuff. It can be really difficult. So I'm creating this free workshop. If you like this subject, if you're like, yeah, I'm scared about making that transition from the academic world to the real world, come check out this workshop. It's free. It'll help you. I'll give you a good sense of some more grounded, better ways to see the business, and also some very specific actionable tasks to be able to walk your path and put real money in your bank account as soon as possible, while keeping your dream alive. I'll click the link and you'll be able to sign up.